Hello, John from IconicRC. I've got an absolute classic here today. 1983 Tamiya Frog. Now this is model number 58041. Now this was re-released a couple of years ago, but this one is a proper pucker vintage frog. All I've done with it is put a modern 104 BK electronic speed controller in there, and it is running gigahertz radio, and I put a standard motor in there, which same spec as it originally came with, but that's not the original motor. But other than that, it is an original frog. You can tell by the fact that these wheel rims aren't, really bright white, and I love that. Just a little bit of aging on these old cars. The wheels will be a little bit off white. You can see the chassis getting a little bit discoloured now as well. The shocks, original shocks, you see the metal ends there. On the re-release, they were plastic. What else can I tell you? Yeah, these uprights are very. You can see how vintage they are. I hope I don't break them today. We'll see what happens. And in there, you've got the drive shafts, which on the modern frog, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty certain that they are dog bones. So this is the ORV, the off-road vehicle chassis, space frame chassis that debuted same year on the Subaru Brat. Then you got a Lancia Rally, and then the third one on this chassis is the Frog. After that, what did we have? Yeah, the Blackfoot and the Monster Beetle, and then moving on to Bush Devil, Mud Blaster. Anyway, this space frame chassis lasted a few years. Gearbox on this has got diff. The Subaru Brat, like I said, that was released just a few months earlier than this, didn't have diff, but the Frog came out with a diff gearbox, and also the 540. I think the Subaru Brat actually came out with a 380 motor. So this I got fairly cheaply actually on eBay. It was green. Well, you see where it's blue there, it was green, but it was just falling off, so I got rid of the green and just found an old Tamiya paint pot, and touched it up with blue. I mean, it probably looks okay on camera, but this white, you can tell it's old. So yeah, just a very quick touch up on this to make it the blue, and with these shells, the green, I was just literally flicking it. You flick these shells sometimes, the paint just falls off, and that's literally what I did to get rid of the old line and make it blue, which I think won't be unique, but a bit different to the standard box art pink. And I said I've put a modern ESC in there, but I've left the resistors on because I think they look fantastic as well. Yeah, the on-off switch on these is on the body shell, different for the re-release. So if you're buying a shell for your vintage Frog, it'll be a re-release shell, and you won't get the holes there, and that's a good way to tell whether you're getting a re-release shell or a vintage. But you're not really going to find a vintage shell anyway. It doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, there we go. See how she does. She's a bit wobbly at the front there, understandably, but you've got to do these things, so I'm going to give her a little blast around here and see what happens. She might be a bit twitchy on this loose surface for rear wheel drive. There's still a fair amount of tread left on those tyres, so we'll just see what occurs. God, I'm froggy. Look at Justin and say, look at the turning circle.
It's alright, isn't it?
That's mad, isn't it? Right, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that turning circle. I don't roll it, it's just fantastic. You can put quicker. You can put quicker motors in these. So I've just put the standard in this, really just to try and stop me breaking it.
It certainly runs nicely.
Sorry?
Certainly runs well, certainly runs nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously you get these old ones on eBay. Like I say, remembering that it's 1983, okay, it's available for a few years, but it's obviously very old, and you pick these up on eBay and you just don't know what that gearbox is going to be like. But this one's been alright. And yeah, if you like the look of this, you can buy these, as I've already spoken about on this video, you know, with a few improvements. So you can buy these now, and why not? Great two-wheel drive buggy, fantastic. I'm loving driving this. It's alright. I'm quite tempted to find a vintage motor to put in though, to make it a bit quicker. I've got the ESC in there. I might just go for it, but you know, one of those old demon motors or something like that. So I'll bring it back here. I'm going to have to try and jump this. Okay, alright, break it then. What a great buggy. Right, this is a vintage, so it's picked up some bases. That's a Tamiya Frog. Thanks for watching, cheers.